Hello, Mega Dimensions here, back for another Tohya video. Last time we did the Red Demon God about Shigi's dad and his like his assassin and all that stuff. You can watch the preview; it was pretty cool. And how he got soft when he had a son. Very nice. Now then, we did Red Demon God last time. Is now Nanako-chan OSS. That I don't remember which one this one is. That day the weather was the worst. The rain began before I went home, just as I was hoping that it wouldn't. By the time I started heading home, it was pouring. On the road home, I could see I always passed by the overflowing. Thinking this is a complete typhoon, I ran across the bridge. Right then, I spotted somebody coming down the river from upstream. A piece of junk caught my fancy as a collector. So I swam into the swollen river and retrieved it. Since I picked it up, it's definitely mine. After I cleaned the junk and put it in my room. After that, I took a bath to wash my drenched body. Then went straight to bed. It must be been partly because the piece of junk I brought home was stupidly heavy. As tired as if I had to work at the construction site for 3 days straight, fall asleep immediately. For sure, I unfinitely dreamt about something that happened a long time ago. Looks like there's no one apart from you being worthy of my rival. I counted the pieces of mine for a elementary school student the same age as me, and 10 years old, and gave it to him. That's right, if it's elementary school, then the fact is evidence enough. Anyway, it's hard to remember the school I used to go as a kid, so I'll leave it as that. You're seeing that this kid didn't think anything of me, who was standing before him. It wasn't he was annoying me, he was looking at me as if I was merely a part of the scenery. It made me angry, so I ate his pudding. That was definitely mealtime. On top of that, it was on the day of the month when we got pudding. I show him a smug smile. So he remains silent. Oh, I think I know who this guy is. Even so, he remained silent, and uninterested, began eating his meal. This guy. I was completely pissed. After that, a fist fight broke. Well, we were restrained by the teacher, and we were both scolded, but in our way it felt good for me, so I was happy. Because of the kid who attacked me, or Conface was, as I predicted, the same kid as I. Anyway, taking a full hit to the stomach, maybe to the face, even back to sides, and that's a hit to the knee, all the way, and that kid didn't make a sound. Or as I thought, it was someone who was broken. That kid who didn't speak from the beginning to the end, and who was calm, as to make you angry. It is called Toshiki. I'll say it for the record, but my name is neko-Arc. That was my first encounter with the guy whom I will become ridiculously close. But what is this? Why am I the lead this time around? Oh, poor wall break. That's fucking amazing. That's right. This time is Arco-san is the lead. I see. Lucky. Do you think I'll let that just let this slide? What is this? This is tone. I can't decide whether it's happy or gloomy. You enjoy when you read it. Well, pay 1 year for a lifetime return. For some reason, I feel a horrible headache is about to come. Nanako-chan SOS. Oh yeah, but I remember this. I remember the ending was so stupid and ridiculous. Even at the Blind Bright River Bank, we engaged in fisticuffs. It wasn't because I hated him, but rather because I was so unhappy with myself that I wanted to trade someone similar to myself by hitting him again and again. It was the same with him, so without reason we hit each other until we were satisfied. Although in the end, both of us got to the point where we couldn't take one step, so it became a double knockout. And I think we lay in the grass while complaining my tooth fell out, or I'm gonna throw up. Of course, even though we beat each other until we were satisfied, my dissatisfaction of myself haven't gone away. However, I was still relieved. Oh, this is interesting. Never saw an article I never thought about, really. I knew that that's my something that connect went away. And I was satisfied enough knowing that there was another fool just like me. Plus, I was glad that that kid, who's usually cold, was still very much like a child. I can't recall what we say to each other then. It must have definitely been pretty and boring things that elementary kids talked about. The conversation that isn't even worth remembering was only worth something back then. But so the last thing we said is a memory that has remained deep in my heart. I don't know why the conversation went that way, but we started to talk about death. What we would think about in the final moment of deathbed. That was the topic of our unchildlike conversation. I really chosen that. When I die, I'll definitely have to apologize. I had to lower my head and say, I'm sorry for everything up to now. Yes. He said and nodded, looking at the redback with a face that seemed to say this kid understands. Maybe say, thank you everyone. I'm thankful for everything up to like that. He said with such a happy expression. And I realized, this kid, who I thought was like me, was in fact unbelievably stupid. The difference between us is extremely small. It's such a little amount, like 2 hands on the clock off. By just an hour. There's no need to even notice a small difference. However, that's why I realized it. This kid who could say something like thank you at the moment of death was someone I can never defeat. In the moment I rejoiced that this rival who I didn't like had turned completely and become a friend. This kid, I came to realize that we were rivals. That was such an extreme betrayal that I obviously resented it. Even so, I was laughing. The unfairness of the irrational violence, or the fact that this kid was like a piece of the world's spite. And pain said something. This were unbearably joyful things. So I laughed in front of the river. Sparking due to the evening, I grabbed my stomach still hurting from the fight and laughed loudly. Here in the single house, the location is in one corner of the residential district. 20 minutes walk to the train station and just a minor non-governmental station at that. In addition, with not even one convenience store nearby, is truly an inconvenient place to live. Even so, this is my home, and the fact that I have no complaints after moving here 8 years ago shows that humans are tough creatures. On the nameplate it reads Inoue. It's a pretty uncommon last name, so there's no house besides ours in this residential area with a nameplate that says Inoue. Well, arrived. I skipped school this morning and had nothing to do. I came back home. First of all, because I'm someone who lives in this house. Last name is Inoue. My first is Arco. Since I am male Arco, seems like a simply chosen name. My older sister is named Ichiko, which simply is I don't even need to explain its origin. And I don't know whether this simple or exciting. My parents both died a long time ago in an accident. So there are no others in the Inu house apart from my older sister and I. Sad. Since the two of us were left alone 8 years ago, Inu Argo grew up as an orphan during the ages most sensitive to influence. And my older sister, who should have replaced my parents, was an idiot whose life skills did not surpass mine. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's a tough burn. Maybe she felt something for her parents' death, but my older showed off stupidity greater than mine by doing whatever she liked, and since I grew up by myself, doing whatever I like as well, I've become a great delinquent by now. So today I only showed one necessary and quickly escaped the school. If I had any regret, it will be that I failed in convincing a first-year girl to come with me. It doesn't seem to end. These days of my situation with the girls isn't good. As the girls suddenly explode around the guy who didn't have girls up to now, I have been constantly failing. Well, in this kind of situation, the best thing to do is to sleep for a bit, then go out the streets. For now, I should go back home. But, I say that now, but neko-Arc has zero inspiration. Having lived for 10-something years, I have never seen a demon. In fact, I can confidently affirm. Huh. That's how inside his house will look in the kitchen. My right hand holding the kitchen knife hurts. It's an injury I got cut by cutting my hand on a piece of junk I brought home on that rainy day. That cut, which used to be bleeding so magnificently, has healed quite a bit, so I only have a band-aid on it right now. I take out the place of paper attached with the cork board, so when I was home, no noise is allowed, and began to cook. Really like Ichigo, if she's home, she should at least make some rice. Just like me, my older sister is always away from home. She's home right now, but when she comes home, she's always locked herself in her room and doesn't come out. With older sisters like that, I can't expect her to make food, so I decided to prepare some. Even so, the only things I can make are fried rice with quiche meat in it, and fried rice with every ingredient in it. What is this? I opened the refrigerator, the sewage inside yesterday when I turned my head. Over half of the vegetables I had bought had disappeared. It'll be relevant, but my older sister might have made something. What is this? If you're gonna cook, at least leave some for me too. Cooking for one, cooking for two, the amount of work is different. I mutter as I make vegetable fried rice and put it in my stomach. That's it. Lunch is complete. Enjoying the fullness, I head towards my room. Okay. if you were paying attention to the main story with the article events in his house, you will know what comes next. I realized I heard noise once I climbed the stairs and right in front of my room. Before I could be surprised, I heard my mind. The sound coming from my voice. Obvious that someone looking for something. I don't know about others, but neko-Arc doesn't grow up to panic in the sewers like this. Try to steal from my room. This guy got guts. Smiling without hesitation, I opened the door. There is something strange there. I closed the door. What? What was that just now? What? Wait just a second. Could my eyes be playing tricks on me? For some reason, I feel I saw something I shouldn't have seen. Calm down. Alright, I'm tired right now. I'm really tired. After all, this is my second consecutive day of being awake. And I don't have enough calcium. Plus these days, my life with women's horrible. That's right, since I'm tired, it's not strange to see hallucination once in a while. Okay. That's what it is. In that case, everything's okay. I didn't see anything just now. See, even the noise that was coming from the room is got. Hey, while you're staring, you brat. Yes, what is it? The missing creature raised his head in surprise. I can wrap my head around the fact that someone who clearly is illegally broken was sitting there and looking calm. What are you doing, you punk?
Would you like to come in?
It tilts his head like a pigeon. For some reason, that calm look gets my blood boiling. What are you talking? Would you like to come in? Being a burglar, you got the audacity to be so calm. I stretched out my arm and grabbed his collar, but my hand hit the straw mat instead. Huh? The sound of my face going pale. but I completely gone through this creature before my eyes. Yeah, the world coaches have come to my mouth, so I just wave my hands and verify this person was indeed like a hologram. The one who was seen and eating someone else's carrots. Those were definitely the carrots I bought. Oh, I was wondering who it was. It's just you, then.
I was wondering who was. Hello, Master.
Oh, smiley face. It said those words that made me faint. Let's get the whole of the situation. The creature that suddenly appeared for no reason in my room was a cult. I don't know if it was a ghost or a wraith, but since it said I'm a spirit, it must be a type of spirit. When we look closely, it has a tail and has hands that can possibly be those of a human. So, might be a spirit of an animal? Why is something like that talking in the shape of a human? That of a girl, even if someone asked me that, I'll be stuck. So then there's a cult thing in front. And as my neko-Arc has been this sad story is still a mystery. And if there was one thing I could figure out, it's a talking horse. Yes, this is a horse. Though it had like weird elf ears if you look at it. Though there could be a horse ears, I guess. I don't know. If there was a animal spirit, it was definitely it would be a spirit of a horse. Yeah, you can see her ears right there.
That's not right, Master. I'm not a horse.
It very refutes that. I threw my long claw at the horse's face. The long goes through the horse and hits the wall. Oh, I like her face. I like her face. It's so funny. It's like, oh my.
Whoa, that was dangerous.
The horse speaks without any sign of confusion. This is bad. This is definitely for real. Hey.
Yes, what is it, Master?
Don't kill me what is a master. What are you talking about? I don't know why you came into someone else's house. But what if you are a ghost? You should act like one as if here now that you've been discovered by a human. What are you doing just because you make idle talk? Then I stomped the floor. Anyway, this is a ghost. I understood, but I could accept it. So I decided to get angry and naturally, even in my own opinion.
Ow. So you want me to do something bothersome and as you say the same thing again?
The horse speaks indecisively. That's not it, you idiot. Listen, you're saying that you're a ghost and that you lost its master. And when you came to, you're in my room and you got hungry. So you snatched food from our kitchen. Really, I'm such an idiot to talk about something like that and for 10 or 20 minutes. Oh my gosh.
But it seemed that this master was stupid, so I thought I would have to explain everything properly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I quite like that expression as well. It's stupid. Really, you're saying that as a horse. Even I touched it, I would go through it and put my hands around the horse's head. I balled both my hands into fists, applied pressure on both sides as if I was picking up plums. Ow.
It hurts, Master.
I was shocked. My left hand could touch his body. My left hand, where I cut myself, was scattering that piece of junk. I take my left hand off of it.
Oh. I don't like that. I didn't. So please don't do it again.
The horse rose the right part of his head where I was pushing it. This is bad. The thing so calm makes me who is screaming look stupid. Hey.
Really? Master's been saying that for just for a while. Hey.
Look. For starters, that feels good. Get your head straight,
Master. I've been trying to say just once.
Well, the horse beats my head with his hand with a horseshoe. To be honest, it really hurts. You want to know how strong it is. It's strong enough to make me see stars. You. That hurt just now. I swallowed those words all my might. If you realize that it's like it's hurt me that much, I don't think that kind of thing when I do it next. Oh, I couldn't do that. I can't possibly quick with it. I should be careful. It's still a horse. Like if it hits you in the back, you're a dead man. Hey, horse.
Yes, what is it, master?
Yeah, that. I have a mountain of things I want to say to you, but first, stop that.
What do you mean?
I mean is master or whatever. I'm telling you, I don't ever remember becoming the master of some talking horse. On top of that, I don't really feel like playing with a cult being like you. But I once slammed my hand full with strength. Maybe a push back or force, but the horse back off a little and
Well, master isn't my master.
look at me if truly surprised. That's problematic. To say you don't remember that's a breach of the contract.
So master isn't, then that means.
Horse falls in thought into confusion. The confused look mirror is what it looked like just a moment ago. So it made me feel good, but to be honest, I can't be very happy. So I'm not a master of anything, and you're just a bother to me. So just treat me like an everyday person.
What?
The horse looks even more perplexed. It seems that this thing I can't have a stat any other than a master. Well, that kind of isn't something I would know. If you're gonna be puzzled, do it somewhere else where I can't see. Be quiet. Anyway, I'm not your master or anything. I'm just a stranger with no relations, so hurry up and get out of here. I wave my hands toward the door.
I see. And let's do it ain't that way.
It said. The horse had recovered.
If you're not my master. I got it. Especially for now on. Greek call Arco-san just Arco-san.
Wait. What are you doing deciding all by yourself? I didn't ask you, but tell me the context.
Context? Is from on I should consider Arco-san as a host. This room might be cramped, but it's still dab, but as long as you can keep it clean, I'll be patient.
The horse, after looking around the area a bit, whispered surface. Oh. I didn't need any thanks. I
am a protective spirit. I'll stay next Arca as much as possible.
Don't talk such nonsense. Who told you that you could live in my room?
Yeah.
I scared the horse. Shivering from fear, the horse quietly flees to the corner of the room. What is this? It's a real scaredy cat. With that one undecisive push, I was able to get rid of it.
Hey!
Yes,
I'm scared, Arco-san.
that's right, I'm scary. Okay, even more scared. So get out. You get out right now. I don't show your face, maybe get out. I'll forgive you for the carrots you stole.
What? Does that mean the contract is broken? Oh.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Anyway, the contract is broken. If you got that, then hurry.
I see. I don't want that. How many people has been dying for a freak accident? Never my fault, but it's not a very happy thing either. Isn't that right? Is he something?
It's something strange. A bad thing goes up my spine. This guy was annoying that I forgot, but right, this guy was a ghost. Wait a second. Is this what you're saying? That if I throw you out, I'll be punched or something?
Divine retribution, you mean?
The ghost tilted his head. Oh my gosh. You know, it's kind of funny seeing this scene again. Because I don't know, I used to see from Aaron like headbutt and it's like just real hands and stuff. It looks so freaking weird. It's like, yeah, that's all I'm used to now. It's like, Wow. And now you have those spirit, weird swirly thingies. So I slowly turn his view to the side. Oh. What's something with that laughter?
3 days you'll be seared by something.
You, is that a threat? I'm not scared at all. I heard the horse rise up and shake his neck as if suddenly turned in my soul to something. Kept laughing dryly. So I lost. I returned to be tough, but being very weak to occult things is not possible to resist anymore. When my lamp turned to crazy, I started to think I would run anyone somewhere to tomorrow. Then I started this crazy encumbrance. But of course, I didn't plan to keep it for long. It's because I decided to listen to what I had to say and fish its weakness. Find its weakness, then I can find a way to throw it away. Since even if I tell to get it out, it pretends not to hear. There's currently nothing I can do. Thus, this isn't a defeat, but rather a strategic ceasefire. Then, if that's how it is, there's something I need to know first. Hey, horse.
I'm not horse. I don't really like you calling me that. So, if possible, please call me by my name.
I know. So, teacher, your name. You seem to know mine, but I don't know any ghosts. There's no way I could know your name.
Ah, now you mention it.
Even though it crazy smart, the horse said his name. It was 7. So you say? Huh. I didn't think it was Japanese, but it really wasn't Japanese. Well, this guy wasn't a human to begin with.
I'm Arca-san. Don't you like my name?
The horse looked at my face. A weird look. Since every remained its composure, I could look at this as shape calmly. That's right, it doesn't fit. It slumps his shoulders. That behavior, even acknowledging that his hand and feet were strange, was not something you could attribute to a horse. That is too human. I don't like the name Sun. First of all, Smart Sign name doesn't belong to this airhead ghost. Something a bit more unsophisticated and simplistic would be more fitting. Your son is your original name?
Well, I never been called anything different, so it probably is.
What is that? You don't even know your name?
I can't remember.
Her memory's no good. Well, since it's a ghost, I guess it won't have a name. But since the ghost can't remember its name, the conversation can progress. But I can't call it Sun just because of that. Since I can't match with that, it's Nanako.
What?
I said it's Nanako. I'll call you that, so remember it. That's right, for ease, I decided to use Nanako as a pseudonym. The horse, no Nanako, stands absent-minded. What is it? You don't like it? Hurry up and tell me. Now, we can still change it. If this is the guy's eyes, it will say something like, I don't want such a senseless name.
It's embarrassing for some reason.
It seems that Naga's happy. To confess, her smiling face is quite cute. Even talking into account the pointy ears and fingerless and toeless hands and feet, Naga's quite good looking. She'll leave it at that. The healthy young like me, Naga's body is quite stimulating. He bangs the horse. He bangs the horse. That's so fucking stupid. Try to test it out. Sit on the floor mat.
What? Arca, so did you have me think of something ridiculous?
Not really. I just planned to check out which of human you really are. I slowly go towards Nadeko. You fucking bangs the horse.
Arca, so your son looks serious?
Sarah Narco still is feeding to the core of the room.
Arca, I'm a spirit. It would be best not to have such wicked thoughts.
Don't worry, it's all gaining experience. Oh golly. Well, it's definitely the first time we'll be we see I had. Oh my gosh. Arco. He's down bad. Really bad. He should be bunged ahead for going to horny jail.
As a master, you should make me defend too many things.
Arc. Nike always just show me away. I'm saying it was a joke, but it looks like I didn't get it. This is getting more and more entertaining. Oh my gosh. Arco's really down bad. What? The master's owner, right? Unless you're saying you're truer besides me.
I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone that evil.
Huh? Now started jumping on force. It looks like she's quite weak against the master of hers. In that case, doesn't mean if I find that person, I'll get rid of her. Well, that's kind of what we're doing. Drop my left arm and grab Nago's arm. This feeling of smoothness. Well, why don't you just yank or touch her tail? Oh, the sky. It's really first class. Touching her gives me an electric feeling. What does she eat? Start have a half joke, half threat, but if I'm not careful, it might be but truthful. That's right, someone saw this. They might be misunderstood to bring home a girl, just strange attire, and try to take her even when she's refusing. It looks like rape. At least he acknowledges his down bad behavior. Hey. I wonder how this would turn out. I have a feeling how it would. Hey,
Arco, keep it down.
say that. Bam. With vigor, Nation slammed the door open. The older sister and younger brother stare at each other, as if they were looking through one another. As if she understood my nervousness. Ah, this is Ichigo-san.
Please excuse me.
Ichigo. Oh my gosh. Because I think I know. Because you can probably guess. Well, if she's a ghost, you know. Ichigo, this is a misunderstanding. I'll make sure to say that first. Again, a strange hobby. Oh, what does that tell us if you resign you're so mean? Really? To think that pervert would come out of the family. He said close the door and went down the stairs. The sound of phone being picked up. Hello police? Can you come here for a bit? Oh, are you going to throw your younger brother, the wolves? You horrible sister. And you gotta run down to the hallway.
Maybe I'm gonna get raped.
I got urges up my sister of a shaking voice. You got some guts. You know that I stole the phone from my sister who was about to give out our address. For some reason, I feel like I was not just 1 foot, but all the way to the neck. I fell into a quagmire. If a human goes through the traumatic experience as a young age, his spirit rots away. It's not, actually, it's quite surprising that she was able to see her. I thought she would. And there was a skeleton. The skeleton too personally. All those damn bones get bent. If he doesn't go to the good bone doctor, he grows up with bones seem bent, and as a result ends up as someone like me. Well, my case are bent so bad I have no right to speak. When I first saw him, I could tell in a moment. He was broken. Just like me, he was a fucking kid who no longer feared anything. After the accident in which I lost my parents, I couldn't get into a peaceful everyday life. I couldn't even enjoy being in the classroom without a single uneasy element. This classroom is above the railroad bridge, so If a sudden typhoon were to come in, we'll be driven into a gorge. Imagining things like that, I thought, well, that could happen. It's embarrassing to say, but I returned and matured early, because I experienced seeing death without warning. I thought I understood this was. It comes in a random outburst. No rules, no order. It truly comes at us unfairly. It doesn't matter if you're a good or a bad person. Like how unlucky a man can trip over a stone, he might receive death. I thought I understood it irrationally since I was a child. No, really, I think I understood. That's why I recognized someone like me. In the classroom filled with naive children, that kid who was broken. You think he would be so isolated in the hospital. What kind of accident was that? It was definitely during elementary when we had the class take some faraway place. We were in the mountains and we eventually saw the entire class fled into some shack. Everyone thought it was just some river rain at first, but the rain came heavier and heavier, and the cliff began, and the shack collapsed, and we were caught in the mudslide. Well, the shack was fine, and the cliff collapsed that badly. That's right, a few trees penetrated the roof, and the door was unopenable due to the mud, but that was about it. So ground inside the shack, we were so scared that we couldn't stand it. The ones who didn't cry were just him and me, as if we were playing chicken with him. I'm pretending to be calm. Yes, that's how it was. I'm really used to it, but I haven't actually accepted that it was irrational. It couldn't come no fault of your own. I just knew the principle, but since I had any answers, so as I could nothing quietly as possible and wait. That's probably the same with him. But if there was one thing that was different, it was he was constantly looking out of the window. I recall that before the mud unraveled, he kept looking outside and told the teacher that we should close the shutters. But then the mudslide came so hard, I thought the shack was going to turn over. I kept my eyes open in order to keep watching the scene to the end. At first, I think I was pretty calm. When I realized the entire shack was drifting down, I didn't act surprised, and when the window started to squeak and creak, I didn't panic. I even went to a corner where normal was because I was annoyed at the crying of my classmates. But that was a mistake. Suddenly, with a bang, the roof broke. A broken branch stuck into the floor. It seemed right in front of my nose, and my whole mind went white. I was always ready for this kind of accident, but I became unable to think or move at that moment. Let's go back to everyone else. I think this place is dangerous. Suddenly, his face popped behind to a fallen branch. You. Are you scared? Oh, I tried to say. If he came behind me a branch, he was an area as well. In his situation, one wrong step could mean death. He was unbelievable calm. We're not hurt. I guess we're lucky. Now let's go somewhere safer. Let's go, he said, starting going to the center of the shack. From that I understand a little. I accepted in rush that humans could die at any moment. I decided to live however I wished until then. However, this guy was simply different. This guy could accept the irrationality of death, but still live with leisure. What an idiot. He's so strange that even I could say that. Maybe it's obvious that I got the feeling that he was broken. This guy could easily be ready for death, and then on the next moment, but as if nothing has had happened. Thus, can I think of anything but something is wrong with his mind. Yeah, something is wrong with him. he nearly died. Actually, he actually did die, but you know. Arc was mourning. Hirofo doesn't even bit of tension. Wake up, you're gonna be late. I got stabbed in the face with a very hard hand. But Ichigo requesting like you wells. The stabby hand changed into a tabby sound. Yes, I'm coming. I feel something strange being on the swing. At that moment, I got a shock from a nightmare. Pillow on my head, resting until just a moment Naoko's front legs. What are you doing, you brat? Akuma Arika-san greets me filled with energy. Maybe she had a poisonous breath. Not from the beginning, but whenever I talk to her, my head starts to hurt. It's not a good morning. How many times do I have to tell you not to get involved in my life?
Yes, I already know that. That's why I'm talking to you indirectly like this.
Also, I think it's bad if you don't go to school.
After all, Arca-san is a student.
I look at the clock. It's about 10 in the morning. This time there's no point going to school. But if I can get away from her, it would be so bad to go to school. I'll crawl in my blanket and change into my uniform.
You're going out? You're becoming more like a human. It makes me happy.
The ghost who, on her will, latch onto a human seems to have made her goal to rehabilitate me. Won't someone teach me? Someone here to kill her. I'm going to school, stay here. On the way home, I'll buy some carrots, so don't take stuff from the refrigerator by yourself.
Of course. You can count on me. Then have a nice Argo-san.
Welcome. Well, with a complete onward smile, the ghost lying in my room sends me off to school. Now, after going outside, I look at the sky. It's a magnificent clear sky without a single cloud. I can go to school on a day like this. Last rush from Naka these days, I spent some time having fun in the city. Oh, the freedom I have felt in so long! I clench both my hands and fists into energy into them. The last few days I spent time thinking about how to get rid of that ghost so I could play out all. I think it will be best from today. I have some fun while pretending that she doesn't exist. How someone teach me to get rid of her? Tono, who seems like he'd be good at the cult type stuff, it's best if it exists people who don't. Say something and stuff like that and doesn't give any help at all. So after expecting to discuss myself, there's two things I discovered. First of all, I can't survive outside my room, or actually our house. I don't know the reason, but it seems that her movements are limited to just our house. So I can't even go somewhere else, and it stays in my room. Second, the ghost is definitely one of poor quality. I'll disappear if I just left alone. Please give me some nutrition. Saying things like that, the horse kept eating house of food, generally vegetables. Wait, I need human energy, she complained. But I can't stand to give my energy to a ghost. For that reason, I'm holding back my tears and buying knuckle things with even my own money. She could just say it's yours, so you take care of it. And her acting just as an onlooker isn't helping at all. For these reasons, not only is my mental situation bad, but this is my financial situation. If I live like this just for another week, I'll have no choice but to start working. If it happens, it'll get hard to go to school, so I might really have to stay back a year. This is frustrating. How did I concern myself over this stuff? Even the extra things need limits. And the most absurd thing is my apathy for starting to get used to being around a ghost. Why did I give it a name? A little bit of regret. Maybe it's just a feeling I'm having, but since I gave it a name, it seems to be following my directions. It's really unlike me. I'm the type of person to do nothing, even if someone's starving to death in front of me. If he has nothing to do with me, how did I end doing something to make it happy? Really, I am truly regretting this. At first, I gave it a name to annoy it. That was unsuccessful. I should have realized sooner that the wrong things like that don't work on it. I should have called it Nadeko. Damn it.
Yes, where's Arca-san?
What I mean is, I'm trying to what do you mean by that? Reject my bite. What is this? He was to say as he stared. I don't have time to care about things like that. No. Shaking, I'm pointing out the car. It's definitely there, but here around I can't see anything. No one knows that the strange being has suddenly appeared on the street.
That's the bears, Arca-san. You're my temper master, please don't become a laughing stock.
He's already a laughing stock anyways. I grabbed Naruko's my left.
That hurts.
In other words, I run to the back alley. Punishment.
Owie!
As soon as we were in the alley, I hit Naruko's head with my right hand.
Ow, what are you doing? Kisan, please stop anything with violence.
Stop it, what I'm trying to say. A ghost who appears during the day and then some crowd. Don't say something that's conceited. Realize, little, that you are strange. What?
What's strange about me?
The ghost had a puzzled look. Really, this is exhausting. Alright. I got it. You really came know, right? Like how you decide to know my orders and give me a nervous breakdown. The one who sent her must definitely be Tono.
I am not that leisurely. Since Ariko-san is the lowest of the lowest master. Usually I wouldn't be your protector, even if you ask.
What is that thing? Always say a little more than it should. So is that right? Then hurry up and disappear. I'm not some stranger that receive protection from you.
I can't do that, even if Ariko-san is temporary one. You're my master, so I have to necessarily serve you. And also, since I can't get out of Ariko's house, I can't disappear to anywhere.
Yeah, that. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. You can't come out of our house. So how do you come out to the street?
Well, this is because as long as I'm near Ariko, I can exist. It's definitely a sign that our bond of blood is getting stronger. We did it.
I can. Nanako, absolutely my yells.
Banzai.
Does she know what it even means? The bond of our blood. What is that?
To put simply, is sort of a parting of spiritual energy. That's why Ariko can hit me with both hands.
With both hands? It was only after I heard that I realized. I was grabbing Naiko with my left hand and hit her with my right. It made me angry, so I let go. You have hurt me here. Clearly explains my panicking for. Like, what are you? So what are you saying is that you'll eventually become concrete?
Yes, owing to Ariko-san.
Don't lie to me, you idiot. I always knew you were normal. What exactly are you?
Maybe I'm a adventurous spirit haunting Ariko-san.
This dang guy looks at me with gloomy eyes. Goosebumps start forming on my back.
I don't know where I can do something to Ariko's life. Since the priest might tie me to a person, I don't need to take energy from Ariko-san. So you value life. Buy me lots of delicious carrots for me.
Naiko laughs darkly. Wait. I had the idea before, but she... Nanako. You know you're alright? See her face comes back. As I thought. When you come to your senses, even though you still know where you are. You aren't some vengeance that is haunting me. No, tell me what you really are.
Great, that's a secret. I'm sorry, but since Ariko is not an official master, I can't tell you.
So it needs official status. Huh. Alright, that's good then. Let's get out of here. As long as you're not evil spirit, I don't have to worry about retribution. More importantly, you have another master than me, right?
How do you know that, Ariko-san?
Oh, her face starts so amusing. Actually, it's just a guess, but I didn't realize that she would respond in such an obvious way. There's a sign. Hey, yeah, or just go back to that person. If you tell me the location, I can even carry that damn heavy mass of scrap metal.
Ariko, you knew?
It's obvious. When a ghost appears, with the reason others should that could go there be.
I see. I was underestimating Argo's intelligence.
Nag Naga says, slumps her shoulders in resignation. Would you really plan on staying in my house by threatening me? It's a sign. No, just tell you where this master of yours is. You will be more comfortable there than being under a person like me. I grab her hand, then
I don't want.
I don't want to.
I don't want to. I don't want to go back to the zone so terrifying.
With that, she started to throw a tantrum like a little child.
I'm begging, please let me stay with Argo-san. If I can go back to my master, I can't even guess how I'll be remodeled.
Naka flails around. Seeing her tail move wildly, it looks like she's really panicked. That's that end. I don't understand what that means. Wait, what do you mean you'll be remodeled?
Yes, my new master is a terribly person. With attitude of starving where she forcibly tears away my skin and drips it in blood and saying, I'll make you cool. I'll make you cool later. And she even did this.
Points at her forehead with her finger. There's something that I come back here before. I put that looked like a tattoo. Oh, I was wondering what that was.
That's right. I even forcibly pressed this, branding my forehead and saying, that's it, felt more industrial. Then that hand protected onto a book filled with history. What was that person thinking? I formed Conremain Masters, but that was the first time I saw someone so outrageous, brutal, with such an unbalanced diet. Please let me say Argus on the house.
Unbalanced diet. Wow, Nago falls around and cries. As if someone modified, she's hitting the ground. Because of the horses, the sound was very pleasant. I see. You must have gone through a lot of trouble.
Isn't that right? Wow, you were so sweet, Argo-san. Now I'm free from the days where I can be remodeled at any moment.
Oh. So where does this person live?
I don't want to tell. What would Argo do with that kind of knowledge anyway?
What do you mean, what? I have to know what address delivered the goods. We stared there for a moment. It's crying.
I see. That's how it is. I'm too much of a mystery to Argo-san. My exit isn't beyond dignitary. Yes, it was foolish for me to expect recognition from a human. So instead, please put me back down the river. Then I was impressed thinking and
Kind person this is, mutters. It seems that her emotions pass the third threshold, her personality becomes limitless. You sure are a gloomy one. As it goes, do not begrudge me.
yes, because I'm a ghost is obvious. I can hold a grudge.
Oh, that's a good point. Seeing that, I turn my back to it. Well, it can't be helped. I don't know how long it'll last. It's a battle of patience. I go in and take a walk, so keep an eye on the house. House is always empty. A little garden might be helpful. I say exit the alley. Behind the bag, a joyful sound of bonsai. I don't know how many times I've sighed. So I don't know it will take too long. If her story's true, her master of hers will be looking for her as well. So when the day comes, I can just return her. I'll try to get rid of her now, but she might get angry, which makes me scared. Plus, whatever. I brought her home, so I have to take responsibility for it. That's my belief. What? Arco, you came out today. I always come, although class was boring, so I was hanging out in the cafeteria since morning. What are you doing these days? Yesterday, just playing basketball a day at the gym. Coming to school, not attending class. Something smells fishy. You got a strange smell. It's just that I don't like staying home. And after I just come home for attendance. Alright. Then I'm off for now. Todo. Are you scared of ghosts? What is this all of a sudden? Are you serious talking to me that? Yeah, everything I ask is serious. Alright, then I answer you. Where is it? I'm scared of being a ghost, or does like the deal becoming a ghost? The point in which the answer can change. What are you talking about? I am scared of a dead person coming back as a ghost. Or I do not want to meet a dead person. Where is it? As expected, you can sometimes be strangely sharp and scary. What is it? You're talking about where ghosts were scary. Why are you talking about me? No, thanks. I saw a riddle that was bugging me for a while. Not that scary. I will meet someone who has died. Is that why you don't like ghosts, Ariko? Something like that. What about you, Tono? Are you scared someone who's died come back to life? Sure. I might become accustomed to zombies, but it is unpleasant. It's unpleasant. Of course, there's some people I would like to meet if I could. So maybe I'm just arbitrary. People like you, like Buddha. Usually the person is alive is not called a ghost, but rather a wraith. What was Arca? Do you believe in ghosts? Were you uncertain about all this occult stuff? I researched something, so I decided to try believing. Although whatever that is over. Over? You mean like this ghost talk? Yeah, I thought maybe it goes with what I wanted to, but I realized I was worrying about that myself. So what are you saying? Until now, I want to know things like ghosts. Elementary school, 5th or 6th grade, then it was when it took place. Our school had a thing called the exercise break. Between 2nd and 3rd, all students came out of the yard to run to beat of music. It was a fun little event. The day I had come outside as usual when suddenly, when walking in front of me, he collapsed. Idiot! Trip over a rock. I went over him to make fun of him, but then I was shocked. Sitting down on the ground with nothing on the ground, suffering as if he was about to die. He was brought to the hospital. Then the next day he came back to us as if nothing had happened. I had paid more attention. I realized these events happened pretty often. I asked the teacher because I thought it was strange, and saying, even if she told me, then she wouldn't tell the other students. The kid has some sort of disease we don't know about, and it seems every once in a while his arm starts moving and his heart starts breathing. With such a young mind, I don't know much of it. I understood that it wouldn't be strange for him to die at any moment. I thought, just like how, if you were walking on a very high bridge, your legs stopped responding, you would die. With this opportunity, I truly thought I would have to fight this guy. I knew on his way home, he passed through the riverbank. Simple, a surprise attack from the high riverbank. He fell down with a punch. Then, after making confused due to the mean's violence, he made a fierce smile while attacking me. Well, we just hit the ground. We just hit each other. The easy answer, he said, "You always do whatever you feel like." And I said, "Yeah," and proudly nodded. Then humans don't know we're gonna die. It's a waste and not left happily. To me or him, anyone or someone, I answered as if giving instructions. He gave me a blank and just laughed as if he was happy. His face might have been filled with bruises, but he had a good expression. He might have definitely been a smile within his heart. And I felt something. I decided to be friends with him the rest of my life. I think about it was just a stupid story when I was a kid. On the morning of the day off, I grabbed my blank head, and went to the kitchen. The plan was definitely for Toad to come over to play games. He sent maid. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let me just read this again because I kind of forgot what I said and stuff. Just give me a second. I'm probably almost done with this. On the morning of the next day, I grabbed my blank head and went to the kitchen. Today was a plan of definitely for Tom to come over to play some games. He said, "I made a new house is scarily good at games. And I'd like to try winning it just once, so give me some training." Kohaku. Just what is that guy doing? Anyway, I'm hungry, so I'll open the fridge to get some food. My mind goes white. My drowsiness immediately went away. The reason would be the refrigerator is completely empty. A damn brat! I kicked the refrigerator and leave the kitchen behind. Another go! You ate everything in the fridge again, didn't you? I poked the horse that's sleeping inside the closet. But what is that earthquake? Nako holds her head with a hit and raises her face. She claims that she has the ambition to rehabilitate others, but if you don't leave her alone, she just sleeps all morning. She's the one who needs rehabilitation. Hey, how long are you planning on sleeping? I told you I have a guest today, so hurry up and go into Ichigo's room.
What? Ariko-san, you sure are working hard in the morning?
It seems that she's not quite awake, as she completely greets me and then tries to go back to sleep. You lazy bum! Get out right now! I grabbed Nako's ear and pulled her out of the closet.
It hurts. Ariko, please don't pull on my ear. If it stretches out more, I'll be out and up like a Dumbo.
Like a fucking elephant.
Oh, that won't be good.
Since you come here, you have done nothing but eat. You should eat. At least fly like to make it even. Oh, so it is referencing Dumbo. Huh. Yeah.
Fly? I can't do that.
I know. Your body and mind are always floaty.
Well, another insult. That makes it 282nd time that Ariko's hurt my feelings.
Wow. You have counted. Wait, like 282nd. Now I can understand why she gets friends with this guy. That is right. Jeez, you sure know useless things. Just you're a blue. Put one or two useful tools once in a while. Bring only a burden to the owner. What kind of ghost are you?
What? Blue? Useful tools?
I guess Naka doesn't know that world's famous machine. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Tools and blue, I don't get it. It seems like a reference. If you know the reference, I'd like to know it, because I don't fucking know what the reference was referencing. It's nothing. Anyway, hurry up and go to Ichigo's room. I'm having guests over later.
Ichigo's room. The stench of cigarettes is too strong here, so I'll eat in the kitchen. When the guest comes, I'll hide myself so it's okay.
You're acting like you're a bang, but really, you don't have any intention of listening to me, right?
What? No, that's not true. It's just like if you compare what Ariko sees my ability, there's no such great difference in ranking.
Oh, why don't you explain that ranking some? The doorbell rang. Ah, he's here. I forgot, just get out here.
You got.
Don't show your face in front of the guest.
Alright. I'm just a girl that shouts anyway. My fortune is to do whatever Ariko wishes.
If you wish, I can take off you the dumpster right now.
Well, talk about short tempers. Ariko, you won't be part of the girls if you're like that. Whoa.
I pulled the closet, and block the dresser. Clatter, the sound of jumping about. As a ghost, Naka doesn't like getting locked up. The door rings a second time. Wait a second. I keep responding to Naka. There'll be sunset at the time I'm done. So harsh, but I decided to keep her trapped like this. And after Tohya went back home. With this, I can win. With this, I can win. He was saying while going home with a joyful face, but he probably came back tomorrow. He'll probably come back tomorrow while crying. Then, I moved the dresser and opened the closet door. Nadeko comes out with a face stained with tears. I expected her to complain like usual, but for some reason she seems different. What is it? Did a mouse bite your ear or something? No response. Looking up at me and
That person, he's like my master.
said this random thing. That guy said to your master. What does that mean? Are you saying your master is about the same age as him?
No, physically, they're completely different. Yeah, since my master have all been female. Araka's son is the first male. Although it's only temporary.
Medical as.
That person just had an air about him that was familiar. That person sounded very scary. Then they could be sort of scary, so what exactly?
So I gotta know you found him sort of similar.
They're the same that they both died.
The ghost spoke bluntly. They're both the same that they will die. This is another magnificent leap in logic. No, they will think this is sure is queer. I found that Naruto was staring at me. Wow, that you can see this was like making in the early 2000s. Cause, golly, what is it? You look like you want to say something.
I thought that both Ichigo-san and Araka-san were quite philosophical, but I didn't expect this much. Araka-san, you're quite astute, aren't you? And then you don't find that person scary?
What are you saying? Are you saying that if you're astute, you should find him scary?
Yes, he doesn't seem like a bad person, but he's someone who shouldn't exist. Someone like that cannot be mixed with regular people and would cause trouble for those near him. So someone as astute as Arako-san should know it's dangerous to be someone like that.
Dangerous, huh? Are you saying I'll be sucked into something annoying? Nadeko doesn't answer. For some reason, I know what she wants to say. Same for that now. As a kid, Tohya was definitely dangerous. Tohya himself had no problems with the kids. Cindy asked how their cheeks changed without exception. That's because a child's mind, they were afraid of the tension surrounding him. But in other words, some of the kids sitting next to him might have said, I don't get a feeling that he's alive. Growing up, that disappeared, but as a kid, he had given off the feeling of danger for no reason. All the way through elementary school, just being in the classroom spread about a strange feeling of tension. It wasn't about Tohya, but about oneself. Maybe it's because Tohya was someone who might die at any moment, but looking at Tohya made me feel as if death was very near. The children who never once thought about life and death, Tohya who made them feel true death, must have looked scary. One of the only people who could clearly understand were myself and the girl named Yamazaka. Another person isn't fit for him. It's true when I'm around, it feels like I might die for some freak accident.
Yes, furthermore, people like only point others who knows the fact. Araka-san, you're around that person, you really might die in some freakish fashion. Maybe while walking home drunk, you may fall into an open manhole and die.
You have quite imagination. It's definitely an absurd accident that might or might not happen. But an accident like that can happen anyway. I don't care about such things. Because I'm alive. When it's time to die, I'll die.
Araka-san doesn't fear dying? Why is that?
They questions me for the first time in a while. Actually, no, this is the first time she just asked me something. Huh, that's interesting. The reason I don't fear dying is because as a kid, I went through experience nothing can be scary then. I was saying now it was not the same as a ghost story.
What? You're through something so scary that you won't fear death?
Nadeko is shocked and enters into deep thought. As if thinking of something, she clasps her hands and raises her face.
You must have been kidnapped when you were young. The kidnapper was someone so strange as my master, so he turned young Araka in many different ways, and that was scary as a trial for heathenism.
Oh, not quite sure, but it's close.
What? That was so sad. Don't do that violence, Araka. Nature was all twisted, and that's why he has such every personality now. What?
Nadeko cries. I'll say no, she's definitely not crying, but so nice with me.
But I'm afraid to death because of that. I don't think that's right. Arc-san, when you were kidnapped, was your friend unable to pay the ransom, and so you were almost killed?
That's not right either, but it's close. Those origins are quite similar.
Now you keep saying that it's not quite right, so it's hard to tell. Can you tell me something like Arca usually does?
Did she say that I was simple? I had to settle with this with her, but I really saying I'm simple isn't wrong either. A bit bluntly, I wasn't kidnapped. I was just involved in an accident.
You were just involved in an accident?
That's right. Before we used to live in a high-class apartment building. For some reason, it collapsed. The entire roof collapsed all at once. It flattened, but thankfully, luckily, the wreck made a triangle and I survived by being struck in it. It was before we moved into this house. Fortunately, my older sister was at school, and only my parents and grandmother and I were at home. Suddenly, there was a large rumbling sound. The floor shook up. The roof and everything else collapsed, and so without even knowing what was going on, I was crushed by the wreckage. Well, I said before I survived getting struck between the wreckage, but the crack was dangerous. Squeaking and seeing my goes out collapsed too. I was like supporting death with matchsticks in my young mind. It couldn't even last 1 minute. But it was all dark all around, and even though there was enough of a crack to breathe, I didn't want to stay there even for 1 more second.
Wow, that must have been very scary. How long do you have to wait?
I couldn't tell, but they said it was 3 days. I was saved by risking, but I was only survivor among the 3rd floor residents.
3 days? Son, you have to be so patient so long. Didn't you scream or swear at all?
And if I did, I'll be dead. For 3 days, I did nothing. I just stared straight ahead.
Well, I'm really impressed by your Arca-san. Steel heart.
No, it's not that. I just had a lot of patience. One thing, I don't know if I was lucky or unlucky. And for my grandmother had fallen down. That's right, she had fallen, lying prone like I. Only her upper half was visible. Unlike me, her bottom half should have been was a steel beam. I didn't know the situation. Once she realized that I was in front of her, my grandma maybe reached out at me, and she coughed, threw up blood. Not just blood, but she threw up other things too. It was actually amazing how she was still alive. I realized at that moment, this is a few moments just from wreck space, wreckage. She'll collapse, I'll become like my grandmother. When I thought I wanted to scream, I wanted to run away, but my grandma was in front of me. Her chin covered in red, as if it was saying, "Help me, it hurts." She was stretching out her arm. It seemed like she couldn't even talk anymore. Just panting. She's looking at me, bloodshot eyes. That wasn't the grandmother I knew. It was just that because she didn't want to die, because it hurt, she was just a creature jealous of me. The one unharmed. I was all scared of that. All I could do was stare. I could possibly scream. If she knew I was alive, Grandma would never make me her companion. So I didn't even make a sound or move. I stared at my grandma, who was looking at me with full resentment. Her eyes say me, "Why aren't you helping me?" and pray that she would die in 1 second sooner. I was scared that I might die. I was scared that such a creature was before me. And I thought I didn't even know the creature in front of me. I heard the sound of a cough. Started to have a severe coughing fit. I thought that was dangerous. If you create a temper, everything will start to creak. Everything starts creaking, the wreckage will collapse. Then my grandma raising her head, looking at me with blush, I said, "I'm sorry," and bit her tongue. That moment, for no reason, tears flowed down my cheeks. Looking at myself, I was crying for no reason. I could no longer keep panting. I realized it was my grandma was my grandmother. She raised her hand not to ask for help. My grandma was only one to help me. That was impossible. And also realized it as she moved, I could die as well. My grandma decided not to do anything. But I was thinking that my grandma knew as well. That's why she said that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made you think such thoughts. I'm sorry I made you scared. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. So think that she may cause harm by uncontrolled coughing. as she couldn't even breathe right. She finally apologized to me and bit her tongue. Of course, at that moment, I didn't have a chance to think something like that. I had become like a statue. So even knowing the meaning of my tears, well, staring at my precious body, I was rescued. I never experienced a terror that surpassed that time, and I realized that death wasn't as ugly as a thing as everyone thought. Everyone dies at some point. Me too. I'll definitely die sometime. That's what that story is. It's just a trivial little tale about how I learned what I should do when I die. Well, that's what happened. As I saw someone die before my eyes, I'm a little more reflective than most people. Since I decide on what I have to do when I die, may not feel prepared for it.
Argus, and you decide to do when you die.
As I caught such news as everyone at my last moment, I shall at least lower my head. If I leave again into the world, I'll become a ghost.
I see. Since I already died, I don't have anything like that.
That's right, you are a ghost. Wait, did you say you didn't have any regrets?
Yes, I didn't die while leaving a regret. I'm not wicked like Ariko-san.
Oh my gosh, that is so. That is just it. He's that damned ghost speaks bluntly. What of it? And let me ask you, if you die without regrets, why do you become a ghost?
As I said, I'm not a ghost, but rather a familiar. I'm not a ghost being who remain in this world. Fulfill a grudge. That again.
So what was a familiar?
You really want to know? I guess I can help it. Alright, it's originally supposed to be a secret, but since Ariko told me a personal story about his past, let me tell you about my origin.
Nadeko laughs ominously. For some reason, I get the feeling that the conversation will go towards something occult.
It has already been 1,000 years since I became like this. Among familiars are those of nature and those of animals. Among them, there's those who naturally got turned into a protective familiar, and I'm the latter, kind of protective familiar. So from nature or from animals or a familiar of some type is combined with the spirit of a human to put them on the side of humans.
Yes.
And also there's ranks among the nature protective familiars. Also there are even amazing who attach themselves to sacred grounds as protective familiars.
As I thought. You had immediately bring all this up. Sorry that I can't follow. Stop, sir. I don't want to listen to things like that.
I can't do that. If you stop me, I'll curse you, Ariko-san.
Don't say such unsettling things. I just kick you. Like this. Huh? Sound like you get hit. I'm already hit. I'm hit on the target. Due to the amazing force, I feel dizzy.
And then I'll continue my story. I was really human, just like Ariko-san. I was born in a town of a beautiful forest and lake. And people said that I was the most beautiful in our town. But regrettably, our family was poor. I guess the heavens don't give you everything.
That brat. Talk about opportunity when I can't move, so you just had to continue talking about herself.
At that time, a unicorn that lived in the forest died. It was a divine animal spirit who granted people's wishes. Part of its corpse, the horn, had turned into a nature spirit, but some people who came in from the church said they were going to turn it into a holy scripture for themselves. However, a nature spirit originally belongs to nature, so it refused to join humans. So a spirit with the same vast of their own, in other words, a human, was offered and combined with the nature spirit. The spirit of a human of a much lower rank than nature spirit, and thus absorbed it in. But as a result, it acquired knowledge as a human, and acquired human values. So now do you understand? Well, Ariko calls Nataka was originally the girl who was offered as that human spirit.
The origin of the nature spirit was a unicorn.
That is why I end up half spirit, half human like this.
My knowledge just finally started to go away.
That's why I'm still around, without having a regret. I already gained control of myself. Took a few hundred years, and again by like this took another few hundred. As a result, even though it took a few thousand years, I came like this.
Now Nicole laughs bashfully, seeing that. Hey, what kind of joke are you trying to pull? Because unlike myself, I confronted her.
What? I didn't tell any lie.
That's a lie. You said you were a human offering. A human offering is a sacrifice. When you were killed at the purpose of strangers?
That's a misunderstanding. I offered my body by myself. There wasn't much I could do while alive anyway, and I thought doing this would make me happier. Plus, my funeral was amazing. I was already dead by then, but so I was the spirit of a unicorn son. But it really was amazing. It was such a clear day. From the entrance of the town, on top of the flower, everything was covered in white flowers. Townspeople who I didn't even talk to participated in the funeral, as her bishops came to send me off. Yes, that was so beautiful. For the first time that I led a good life, I was overjoyed. So I don't have any regrets.
She said. Well, she says that's how it is.
But after that, there were some regretful things. It was when my mother and my father been exiled. So after all that, she didn't have the money to keep going. My mother gave her mine and left me with the bishop. And thanks to that, she received a lot of money. It was strange. After my mother became weaker and weaker. Even though she could buy whatever she wanted, she stayed inside her home. I kept saying, "I'm sorry." I was next and told her thank you. My mother never heard me. That was it. The mother received enough money to live for a long time, and then she became even weaker before passed away. That made me very sad. I'm so glad I closed all my mind, melted into unicorn son. I kept obeying the people who were using me. Well, until that devil of a master appeared, and so this happened.
She laughs at herself unusual. Indeed, it seems like she has problems of her own. I don't know what the conversation came to this point, but I don't think it was a waste of time. Maybe it's something about me. I'm weak against people like her. She is so thought and flexible that she's a huge idiot who could say thank you even after she died. Things should be balanced. And someone as gullible as her, as she is, she will be beside some fools like me, rather fool others. Not a go. Even though you say that, you must go through a lot of pain.
I can't even say it. Really, I was such a pure and a chest buck. Then less than half a year, I'm like this. I really got an unbelievable master. So now, I've never made a form for myself. What does matter did such unspeakable things? I'm pretty like this and complaining.
Do you really hate your owner that much? Or enough to kill that person?
And that's ridiculous. First of all, that person doesn't even die when killed.
People die when they're killed. Is that right? I thought you wanted to end things with that person. That'll be the easiest way.
End things with the what?
Like you want to end things with that person. You said you always a devil of a master.
That's true, but well, I don't like seeing hitting or cutting or blood. What shall I say? It can't be helped. Master has reason to be desperate. So I could stand it if I was used. I could stand it if I was used for more care.
Oh. You're quite defensive of your owner, even though you ran away.
But how should I say? I can't leave that person alone. It'll be difficult alone, so I have to be a protector.
This person is amazing to make me
materialize.
Oh yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Seal has like great magical circuits. That road was quite impressed with him.
Plus, that master was the first one to speak with me.
Not the members. I guess I was quite stupid there too. I don't have to worry about her.
Her life has already been balanced.
Hey, you know.
Yes? What is it, Arca-san?
Are you saying that you actually like your master? That's why you ran away and complained, isn't it?
That's not it. I hate that master, and this time I really ran away because I'm a proper book.
Shaking Naoko disagrees. Well, I gotta think this was a problem solver so soon as than I expected. Fourth day. And abruptly, as an utterly shipped express package. The doorbell rang. The time is 6 o'clock in the morning. I would know if I stay up all night, come home in the morning. Well, who is this? Yes, who is it? I open the front door. And then there. Stand there just so for some reason I just feel like I've seen before.
This is Inu house, right?
That's right, what is it?
Please just keep on here to pick up something called...
You mean, I can understand. I can understand for some reason I understood what she was talking about that. Does she mean this person is her master? What is it? Nothing. Just wait, I'll break it down. If he doesn't want to do it, I'll force you leash and tie around his neck.
I'm very grateful. Please do that.
Alright then please wait here. I close the door and run up to my room. Then... Hey, there's someone again, you stupid horse! I forcibly opened the closet door. Then, there was a quivering ghost in the closet. What? Are you ready? Are you ready already?
Oh God! As I thought it was amazing. It was the amazing Black Master.
Now the ghost shakes. I took out that piece of junk from the deep part of the closet.
Whoa! What are you doing, Haruka-san? You'll get hurt picking that up.
I lowered the pack and I pulled it out. And this was the cause of everything. A hunk of metal that was flowing down the river on a rainy day. A strange web of a barrel. And a trigger that even when barely attached. It was Naoko's main body. Oh, there's some blood on it. I may have fell from my wound when I was first getting it. I cleaned the blood off. Naoko screams. No, I can't see her or hear her voice. So that was the connection between her and me. Alright. When I found there's an owner, I shall have to return. I might pick it up, but I was holding it just for a while. I could think of it as a rental. At least it wasn't boring.
Thank you for your cooperation. But about this gun, huh? How are you saying? I picked up my gun. Are you calling this a gun?
Sis, you are a killer. This person who resembles her words nods and lightly leaves. The black uniform gathers and far away. Her hands is truly an ugly looking gun. The person uniform mutters to the gun as if talking to herself, like that. I don't know why, but it looked like it was saying goodbye. How pitiful. Well, she'll be right like that. Like in her situation, I think she'll probably run away again and cause a nuisance for someone. But that's something that doesn't concern me anymore. I hurt my head. I scratched my head while grabbing the front door. I guess I won't be able to have a horse. You don't have any horse meat for now. For myself, I shocked at my own stupidity. That's not right. You don't use horse meat anyway, do you? Well, that was fun. So I'll probably end it here, I guess. So I'll probably end it here. I'll see you next time. I'll make the rest up. Bye.